Today's video is audiobooks versus reading. Which is better? Reading a physical book or is listening to an audiobook better? That is the video for today. And stay tuned for a secret. I'll give you the secret to hold the maximum retention. Increase your retention value by tenfold and you will be able to get more information with every read that you do. So in one read, you will be able to get more than 80 to 90% of the retention from the book directly. That's the secret that I'm going to share with you later on. But first, let's do this video. Audiobooks versus physical books. Which is better for you? As usual, this is your host Jamie. Welcome to Top EVT, the best place to grow your business and improve your life to become the top achiever that you want to be. So let's get on with this video. Which is better, audiobooks or physical books? Now, both of these have their own benefits. First, we have to understand that not everyone learns through the same senses. You have 5 major senses and not everyone learns through the major senses. That is, not everyone is equal. So some might be auditory learners, that is, they listen and they learn. Some might be visual learners, so they can read and they learn. Some might be learning through touch, so they have to touch the book physically, and that in turn gets them to retain more information that way. So everyone is different. You need to find out which one are you. Once you understand how exactly you learn, then you will be able to select the best method for you. So if you are a visual learner, then reading a physical book, that is seeing the book, will actually help you. If you learn through touch, then touching the book, that is you are reading line by line and touching the book, that will help you. If you are an auditory learner, then listening to the book will help you the most. Now, as promised, I will give you the secret to get the most retention out of a single read when you read any book. It doesn't have to be a certain genre, it will work with any kind of book that you are reading. So, what is this secret? What is this secret that I have been telling you about? The secret is you have to engage most of your senses towards one task. And the more senses you are able to engage to one task, the more retention you will hold. So it doesn't matter if you're an auditory learner or it doesn't matter if you learn through visual stimuli, but if you are able to engage more of your senses, that is, if you can engage all 5 of your senses into the same task, that will help you to retain more information. But 5 senses are seldom possible, but you can at least do 3. How do you do that? Well, when you are reading your next book, listen to the audiobook and read along with it, and also use your touch. So you're listening to your audiobook at the same time you're reading your book, and at the same time you're touching the book, and that engages 3 senses at the same time. So normally if you were to engage just one senses and you are able to retain 70% of the information, using this method you will be able to at least retain 80 to 90% of the information in just one read. It has worked for me, and that's how I have been able to grasp a lot of books. It has actually cut my learning time in half or even less. So I am able to learn a lot of books, go through a lot of books in the same time, whereas if I were to engage in one senses, it could take a lot more time. So which is better for you? You have to decide, audiobooks or physical books. If it is possible to engage more senses than one, then use this method. But at certain times it's not possible. You might be traveling, and at that time it might not be possible to engage all 3 senses. You might need the other senses for other tasks. In that context, you can use whatever is your dominant sense. But if you have the option to use multiple senses, use that, because that will help you better. I hope that this video was useful for you. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. This has been Jamie for Top EVT. I'll see you in the next video.